y'all. So this is going to be a reading on Little Richard. So let's just get into it. Smoke the joint. Let's start out with like what do Little Richard want to be known about himself, about who he is and whatnot. Oh, I'm recording. I got so distracted in shuffling these cards that I was like, I thought I paused it or something, but the whole time I'm recording. All right, let's get into this. I don't know, something going on with the body. So I did watch that documentary. Um, I Am Everything or something like that about Little Richard. And I do feel like it's a lot of truth in it and it's very spiritual in nature, the documentary. I did enjoy it. But it do matter what's behind the creativity, like the what's going on, like what this is connected to, because we have to stop feeding certain energies. You know, I feel like it's a bit illogical to try to like avoid it because that means you have to avoid everything. No, enjoy your life. But if you could change your outlook of it, if you like to see the truth, it will start to dismantle whatever the fuck they doing. So you got to start looking at shit and seeing the truth, okay? And then they will have no choice but to change the system into something that is more authentic. And they will have to consider how they treat people, who this money is going to, having the rights of somebody intellectual property should be fucking illegal. Like that's crazy. That don't make no fucking sense. So all of that shit needs to be like eradicated. So people have to stop participating in certain shit. Like if you're an artist or something like that, you have to start looking at fame for what it is. Okay. It's not a wonderful thing. It's not glamorous. I don't think that there's any happy celebrities. I just don't think that. So it's an illusion. Okay. At this point, the shit shouldn't look appealing to us. Too much has been revealed. And I'm talking about like just in the motherfucking news or uh court cases. God damn, bro. That's the one thing I hate about smoking is that burning in the back of your throat. Okay. I don't like that shit. But that's why I don't inhale real deep because I don't want to be um my lungs and shit all fucked up and whatever. And I don't like that burning sensation. Cause nothing rectify it but fucking time. Like drinking water ain't gonna motherfucking help it. Chewing gum might help a little bit, some minty gum or something. Drinking honey and all that other shit. I try everything. So that's why I don't like to use blunts because it's too harsh papers for me. Like I just can't handle it. I just can't handle the blunts, okay? I mean, every fucking time I be hating the blunt experience because when it burn bad. Okay. So I just stick with my joints and everything. And I feel like I do have a low tolerance, as in I don't smoke as much as other people I see around me. Um, like I don't. So, but I do be high, a lot of the time. And I could smoke like two joints in a day or whatever like that, and I'll be straight. And I don't like to be high all the time, but sometimes, when you bored, I feel like when I'm bored, you know, I might as well be high. I might as well, shit, why not? Um, and then you be bored with everything. Like I be working and I be bored as fuck. Like, well, I just feel like I just cannot take no more of this system, man. I just cannot take no more of this system. I need to be delivered. I need to be delivered from the from this shit, okay? Because I don't know. I feel like I should be relaxed. I should be in an environment where, when I could respect my cycles and everything. I can tap into my divinity. I could be comfortable and everything because I'm a gentle being. I'm a gentle being. I feel like I should be taken care of in general. And I feel like I've been through a lot of shit, but I do feel spoiled by the universe. I feel like the universe loves me. So, and I feel like the hardships that I go through are necessary for certain enlightenments, for something to be sparked. That's why I don't regret anything. I'm thinking. Yeah, I might have a few regrets. I might have a few. But for the most part, no. And I realize if I do have those regrets, I'm just admitting that they are there because I could still feel them. Um, but I do understand that um the reason why it's there or whatever, like the attachment, why it still feels some type of way to me and whatever. I understand it. But I feel like I don't try to rush the process. So I might as well be real. So if something still fuck with me or whatever, then I'm gonna admit that. But I am in the process of healing it because I'm aware of it. And I know that it's something that's going to be healed. It's just gonna take time. So whatnot. But I don't have a lot of regrets. A lot of things I have came into balance with. Like I don't feel no type of way about it and whatnot. Um, there's a few things. There's one thing in particular, and it's about a party that I went to when I was younger. Like that shit just be lingering. It's something about that shit. That shit just be lingering. All right, let's go ahead with this. What do Little Richard? Hmm. Turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. I actually feel something beautiful from this card. Okay. I feel like he brought like a chaotic energy and everything, and it was freeing, like There was a whole part in the documentary about how he was dangerous to white people, kids or whatever, because he made them like lose control or something like that. Um, but nobody questioned, you know, what, like, instead of trying to demonize it, but they already knew what it was, like, and that's the reason why they was demonizing it, because it was a energy, a chaotic, and they was calling it Negro music or nigga music or something like that. They was calling it that. So they was saying something about this was black music, and you bringing it to our white kids and you making them go crazy, which was something that was really happening. But motherfuckers should be questioning that. Like, why him just doing his thing is making these motherfuckers go crazy? Like, what is going on with that? But one thing that really, they the way that they did Little Richard was fucked up. Like, since the very beginning, I'm talking about in his childhood, was fucked up. Like, them putting these celebrities were very abusive, especially man celebrities, because I'm thinking Prince, but I haven't did a reading on Prince or something. I don't think so. But I don't know. But we know Michael Jackson had a very turbulent relationship with his father, that it was abusive. Like, they would get beat up by their fathers. And you have to think about that. I remember seeing a video of this woman confronting this dude about him molesting her like 12-year-old daughter or whatever like that. And he was like apologizing, and he was saying something like, I don't know what came over me, or I don't know what's wrong with me. And I feel like that's an interesting statement. That's an interesting statement, because just like in that Tupac documentary, and they said that all this shit had happened and it was like he was spaced out or something, like he wasn't even there. I feel like this is something that be happening to these particular black men. Now, I be listening to Bobby Hemmett and he talk about clones and everything, but it's hard for me to believe in the cloning in that way, where they are recreating bodies and stuff like that, because they still need to feed off of the soul of these celebrities. So they just can't replace them. You get what I'm saying? Like, they just can't replace them, because they still need that energy. They still need that. What they do is, I feel like they clone them in a way where they do that MK Ultra. It's like they cloning their mind in a way, traumatize them in a way that they have control over them. Um that's why I feel like what happens. Like, and when these men go to prison and shit like that, they are MK Ultra traumatized in a way that their mind will fragment, and by their mind being fragment, they could like reprogram it. It's deep programming. Like, I was seeing this when I was like doing readings on like Alihio, and I was saying near the end, the shit that he was doing with these people, like putting them in closets, flashes of lights and stuff like that. They have shit where they will put you in a white room for days on end and everything, make you go crazy and stuff like that. So, and you be traumatized enough, uh, you will probably give in some type of way. You either give in or you ask for your spirit to be taken out of this suffering. But, you know, it is what it is. But um at that point, when you end up in certain situations, like you end up in jail, you end up in a mental institution, you end up it's because of something, it's a karmic thing or whatever.